and welcome to your reading. I got this feeling to do a reading about an ancestor that wants to come through to someone and what the message is that they might have. So far I have that this is a person, the word prestigious comes to mind. They could be, okay, maybe not for all of you, but it's a man for sure. I'm getting a man, a male energy. Could be an uncle that passed on. This person is a person that used to go into self-reflection, used to meditate. That was that spiritual person, loved one in your life. And for some of you, it doesn't have to be blood, all right? It's someone you consider an uncle, a father figure, okay, to you. For some reason, I'm getting uncle, but you're gonna take it how it resonates when I start to go deeper into it. But this person had a lot of passion. They were a go-getter, but also, so they had this wild energy, and they were fun, and they went for what they wanted, but they also were this person on the other side that was super spiritual and would meditate and believed in positive energy and manifestation. They were highly intuitive is what I'm getting here. I'm going to pull more cards to see the message that this person has for you. Yeah, definitely getting someone much older than you, this past loved one, because I'm getting from childhood. I want to say this, some of you, this person has locks like me. They have locks. Some of you, not all of you, of course. This is a general reading, guys, by the way. I'm going to put that out there. The message is, so far, a lot of you are concerned about money, very concerned about money, okay? But they're saying to be still because it's coming to you soon. You just have to have patience. You're in a cycle right now that you have to leave, but they're telling you to be just like them, basically. You can manifest your way out of this. You can. But there's a lot of bickering. I want to get to the bottom of this this fighting here, these arguments, this conflict that's here. I want to get to the bottom of that and why that's there. But I don't know if at the moment you're seeking spiritual counseling or they want you to seek this. Either way, it's there, some spiritual counseling for this situation. It could also be not just the argument. I'm going to get to the bottom of the arguments, but also see that you need help to balance your money well between saving and spending. I see that here too. So they probably want you to get help. Maybe something happened to you from your childhood that you're unable to do this, mentally and emotionally too. So we're going to get to the bottom of the arguments here. And also what's going on with how you're spending. Every time you try to start something, a new beginning, set yourself up for success, you fall into a lot of temptations with your money. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be a person, place, or thing. You're spending your money on someone. You're spending your money on yourself, but you don't know how to balance it out. You're spending your money. Something comes up that stops you, that's no longer serving you. Stops you from saving your money or spending it the way you need to spend it. Something keeps happening here, right? Take that how it resonates. A lot of you is the person or the people that you're in constant conflict with. They're the cause of this. Really, we have to take responsibility. No one could be the true cause of it. We can put a stop to it, but that's the reason. It's them. That's the main thing. That's what I'm clarifying here. But remember, it's general, so I want you to take it as it could be a place too. For some of you, maybe you're gamblers, okay? But the main thing here I'm clarifying is the conflict. So whatever the conflict is for you, but I see arguments too. I see people or a person also getting in the way of your money. It's money. Because, and the fact that these two cards came out, I'm telling you right now, it's major money. You can be so successful, or maybe you do manage it to be so successful and then it gets taken, but you could be so successful. So as I said before, this is someone stopping you. For the majority of you, it's a person or people. You're gonna have to really stand your ground here, because you have the Empress here and the Sun card. You can be so successful in your business here. So successful. You're the boss of your life, and you're a good one at that. It's just that this person comes in and stops you, or whatever conflict, right? Take it how it resonates. But yeah, it's stopping you from having these two things, guys. Yeah, you have to stand your ground with these people. You have to. So you have creativity here. So I told you it's a business, some sort of side hustle you're doing or you want to start, and your creative juices are flowing, and it's so good. I'm telling you right now. And they want you just to surrender to knowing that it's all gonna work out. Just leave those people to the side, and you can succeed here. And you have joy. What I'm seeing here also is some of you might be pregnant, or you're trying to get pregnant here. I just want to put that out there. That showed up here. So I pulled from my medicine deck. So I pulled a lot of oracle cards from other decks, but I'm not going to read the booklet. I intuitively read those, but I want to read the herbal one because it has a good message here that matches everything that I've said so far. He even matches the ancestor that came through when I told you he's a fiery person. So it says, Warrior Mars is a representation of our will to survive, protect, pursue, and act. Physically, the element fire within Nettle activates to purify and strengthen. Emotionally and mentally, it directs ambition, as I was telling you earlier, sharpness, intellect, and ignites leadership. On a spiritual level, Nettle has the power of snake medicine, granting us the power of fire to transmute and to protect. Nettle medicine teaches you on a personal level to be strong, protective, I said that earlier, and able to handle, make sure it's recording, and able to handle life in its complexity. You meet difficulties with patience and confidence. I said that earlier. This allows for emotional maturity and avoids frustration. Don't withdraw your energy in the face of discomfort. If you have drawn this card today, there is a need within you to transmute some action, thought, or desire. Release the outer skin of your present identity and draw upon the powers of fire to lead and act. I said this is a fiery person, and it makes sense that ancestor will come through for a message that's telling you to ignite your fire. It makes sense. I also have another card here that came out that also reminds me of pregnancy. So some of you might be pregnant, or you're trying to. This might be a sign that you're going to get pregnant because it came out too many times for me to ignore. Okay? So that's what this ancestor is, that fiery, passionate ancestor. And it could be a female if you want to take it there and say that person just has that masculine energy. But if I want to narrow it down, I would say it's a male for sure. But since it's general, I will add that it could just be a woman with masculine energy. Now, I have pulled 2 cards from that deck. Let's read the other one because it also makes sense that it could be you conflicting with yourself. Okay, like I said, if I were to narrow it down to what I'm really seeing, it's more of another person, but since it is general, I can't narrow it down too much. It could be you doing self-sabotage, or both is happening here. So we have Milk Thistle dispels the damaging and destructive thoughts that can induce an endless loop of self-sabotage. Abandon insecurity, gossip, and fear-based protection strategies that enable frustration and false sense of growth. Do not waste your time trying to control what cannot be controlled. So I said earlier, just let those people go and trust that it's going to all work out if you continue doing what you're doing for yourself. Like a peaceful warrior, set your boundaries firmly and fearlessly. Like badger, milk thistle shakes up systems that hinder innovation and halts patterns and behaviors that stunt growth. Know that what you are not changing, you are choosing. So this is all of what I said earlier. It just makes a lot of sense here. And for these 2 herbal cards that I pulled out, I am getting that someone might me trying to put something on you. I don't want to dwell on that because it's not working and it's not going to work. But that's just for a small amount of you, to be honest. Apart from that, it really is just the constant conflicts, okay? And it couldn't, and maybe it's not even that they're putting a spell, it could just be their words, that they're so upset that they're saying certain things, and it could be trying to manifest against you doing certain things, okay? So I think I'm going to end it there. I think so. I don't think there's any other message that needs to come through, except for the moon card here, because I saw it earlier and now it's on the bottom of this deck. So it says, take note of intuitive messages. This is one of them for you, okay? This is a message for you right now, but take note of the rest of them, because I did say earlier that you are highly intuitive. So you're seeing signs and patterns and synchronicities, but you're not taking heed, okay? So your uncle came through, whomever it is, that's a male figure that was in your life, and a fiery person with that message for you. So until next time, Tulu.